a great boxer and he has punching power. And then Beterbiev, I think he's a little bit older. You know, I think his body's breaking down a little bit. He works really hard. I don't take nothing away from him, but he does a lot of weights. And in boxing, when you do too much weights like that, that's when you start to break down more. So I'm leaning. Body open a lot, you know, and he's really, you can really hit him a lot with combinations. So, I mean, it would definitely be extremely tough.
And there is David Benavidez on his thoughts of Artur Beterbiev. And he thinks, you know, of course, you guys heard, he's breaking down, the weights are too heavy, and he leaves himself open. And let me counterpunch. You know, calling someone flat-footed, you know, and old, I think that's building confidence within yourself. You know, David thinks he can throw and land combinations. I think he can because I think he's fast enough. If he was theoretically to have a fight with Beterbiev, I think he can land some combinations. You know, he thinks he's open to the body, you know, and Beterbiev is, you know, he's open to those type of things. And I think what David Benavidez needs to understand is what happened the last time he fought at 175. He fought Volchnik, and Volchnik was a pretty fast guy. But understand this, there's levels to this. Who took Volchnik out? Who retired Volchnik? Beterbiev. You know, and everyone says, hey, Bivol's the better overall fighter, but that doesn't mean he's going to beat Beterbiev. You know, and I think he's talking and looking at both of these guys. I think you should compare someone like Beterbiev to Canelo versus Canelo to Bivol. You know what I mean? Because Bivol doesn't fight anything like Canelo, whereas Beterbiev is like a, he's more of a comparable fighter to Canelo. The way he punches, the way he commits to punches. And really, Beterbiev doesn't commit to punches like Canelo. He doesn't have to because he's just stronger. He's naturally stronger. He's naturally bigger. And David says that he wants to trade. I think that would be his downfall. See, a lot of fighters tried to trade with Beterbiev, like Joe Smith. Joe Smith tried that shit. And every time he tried to open up and trade with Beterbiev, he found himself on Queer Street. That's how it happened. You leave yourself open to that man's punches. You may take that guy's punches, but can you take the guy? Wait. He can take your punch, but can you take his? That's what I meant to say, right? And on top of that, it's like, you don't want to duke it out with someone that you don't know his punching ceiling, okay? His highest punching capacity. This guy can punch, bro. And then it's not like, yeah, he does that high octane, heavy lifting and stuff like that, but I think it's a reason for rhyme. He keeps himself solid and strong because he knows, like everyone knows and will agree on, that the power is the last to go. That's why I'm really not sold on Wilder just not having power. You know what I mean? Based on those principles, right? That theory. But I think Beterbiev fighting someone like David Benavidez will try to open up and do too much like he did at 168, and that could be his downfall. Because I think all it takes is one-time shot from Beterbiev to take you out. He's not like a guy that accumulates punches on you and then therefore you're down. No, it's that one shot that you have to worry about. That one opening that he can hit you with, that he can exploit. Okay, that can take you out or make you wobbly or hurt you. And Beterbiev, he's done it to guys that's never been down. Let me give you an example. Remember when Callum Smith fought Canelo? Canelo beat him. He beat him up. Canelo beat him up at 168, no doubt about it. But then Callum Smith, with his 6'3" tall frame, lanky frame, went to 175 and knocked guys senseless with his punches. Well, he went in there against Beterbiev, didn't he? He went in there against Beterbiev, and he found out real soon this is not Canelo. And Canelo was hitting guys in his arms and shoulders and, you know, that Roy Jones Jr. shit, and try to hurt you to your limbs so you can't move them. You're not as mobile. You can't punch like you used to because your arms that you're using to punch are damaged because he's punching you in the damn arms. That's Canelo's thing. But Beterbiev just takes you out. He takes you out. He drops you. He makes you quit. He beats you into submission. You know, it's either he's going to do one or two things. You know what I mean? He has beaten and knocked out everybody that he's been in there with. So obviously the weight training, the high octane, all that heavy lifting does something to somebody. He's doing it for a reason. Okay? So to say, oh man, well, he's doing this, he's breaking down, man, you don't really know what's going on with Beterbiev. You don't know. You know? But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of David Benavidez stating that Beterbiev is old, broken down, he's flat-footed, he leaves himself open, and I think I could hit him a lot if given the opportunity to fight him. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!